Welcome to UMD. I'm Emily Nornberg, Director for Disability Resources. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're taking time to learn more about disability resources. I understand that talking about disability can sometimes be uncomfortable, and many folks don't think the work of this office will apply to their situation. Even if you didn't use any additional supports during high school, life at college is different, and it's important to know all of your options so you're prepared to be successful at UMD. Disability Resources works with students who experience a range of conditions, including students with ADHD, mental health conditions, learning disabilities, students who are blind or visually impaired, students who are deaf or hard of hearing, students with physical disabilities, brain injuries, and both chronic and temporary or short-term health conditions. Access matters at UMD. Disability Resources offers support and services to facilitate equal access on our campus. Our team works with students to identify barriers to access and, in collaboration with faculty and staff, determine reasonable accommodations to reduce or eliminate those barriers. When students have access to the opportunities available at UMD, we believe they have the ability to thrive and succeed. There are many students who may have had a physical or mental health condition that did not create a significant impact during their high school setting. Other students may have experienced challenges related to their condition, but did not qualify for support services during high school. When a student enters college, the laws governing access shift to the Americans with Disabilities Act and Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act. These laws more broadly define who may be eligible for accommodation and focus on identifying barriers to access and taking steps to reduce those barriers. More important than the diagnosed condition, though, is the impact the student experiences in the learning and living environment at UMD. The role of reasonable accommodation is to reduce or eliminate that area of impact. Because we spend our time focusing on the individual limitations experienced in each campus setting, it is important to understand that accommodation decisions are made on a case-by-case basis in consultation with the student. Disability Resources believes the student is the expert on their learning needs, and we value their experience and feedback when determining reasonable accommodations. For students that are new to disability accommodations, we are here to provide guidance in determining which accommodations may assist in reducing barriers to access. Commonly used classroom accommodations at UMD include exam accommodations, including extended exam time and a quiet test location, note-taking accommodations, reading accommodations, including digital text and text read aloud, captioned media, American Sign Language interpreting, attendance and assignment deadline accommodations, and assistive technology. Getting connected with Disability Resources is easy. It's important to remember that it is the student's responsibility to inform Disability Resources of the need for accommodation. Students can start the process of connecting with this office by completing our brief online request for accommodations form. This form will take about 5 minutes to complete and asks students to give a bit of background about their request. After completing the form, the next step is to schedule a welcome meeting with Disability Resources staff. This is a confidential meeting, and students should plan on scheduling this when they have about 45 minutes to an hour of time available. During the welcome meeting, we will discuss the barriers the student is experiencing, reasonable accommodation to reduce or eliminate those barriers, and next steps for implementing accommodations. All meetings with Disability Resources are confidential. Records will not be shared with others unless the student grants permission. Official school transcripts will bear no evidence that a student has used accommodations during their college coursework. Disability Resources welcomes you to UMD and looks forward to working with you as you achieve your educational goals. Get in touch with us today to learn more, and go Bulldogs!